This review will contain gameplay spoilers up until World 3, nothing past that, but it's still like the halfway point in the game. So if you don't want to be spoiled, then don't watch. I remember the first time I played Astros Playroom. It was so amazing, so much fun. And for a demo-ish game to showcase the PS5's controller, it was so much fun. And I was always hoping we would get like a full-fledged Astro Bot game, and we finally did. If you loved Astro's Playroom, this is that times 1,000. The music, the levels, everything's bigger, more expansive. Everything about it is just so incredible. Let's get into it. The story is that Astro Bot and his bot buddies are traveling on the PS5 spaceship, and it's pretty cool because you can see all the stuff from Astro's Playroom, like the GPU jungle and the SSD speedway, I believe it was. And so they're just in outer space chilling, flying around, and some green alien comes along and attacks the PS5 spaceship and scatters everything, and the ship goes crashing down. Throughout the game, you're going to be rescuing your bot buddies, collecting puzzle pieces just like Astro's Playroom, collecting coins, finding secrets, and using the brand new abilities that were added to this game. So in most levels, there are going to be these little robot backpacks you can equip, and they'll give you different abilities. So one of them lets you inflate, so you can like float up high in the air. One is like an elephant that lets you absorb honey and some green goo to like create platforms in the air. One is like a chicken that lets you boost up in the air like a rocket. The bulldog one is also like that, but it's just like not vertical, but it just goes like in front of you and all that. So much fun. Oh, and the boxing glove ones, those are a lot of fun too. Like, this game is just so creative. And my favorite is probably the sponge one, honestly, because like you can just run through tons of enemies and obstacles and just wreak havoc. So much fun. So innovative. I believe there's 6 worlds on here with 80 levels, and these levels can range from like a full-on level with like tons of bots to rescue, tons of puzzle pieces, usually like 3 to 4, 2. Some levels in a world you click on, they could be like 20 seconds, you know, like a little challenge, like defeat this enemy before like the stage falls apart, you know, stuff like that. But so much fun. Yeah, like these levels aren't like dragged out, they're very well paced. So you get those like good length levels, then you get some little tiny little challenges in between. So much fun. In some levels within a world, there are these galaxies. They're hidden. So when you activate it, like if you find it and you activate it, it'll bring you to a lost galaxy. So that's like one of the worlds in the game. So say you're like in World 1 and you unlock a galaxy level that was hidden in like World 1, Level 1. You would teleport to the lost galaxy world and play those levels there. So that's pretty cool. That's like the only way to unlock those levels in the galaxy world is finding them through the other worlds. Sounds a little confusing, but it's really not. If you're ever stumped or you can't find something, they have this robot bird that you can pay 200 coins for, and he'll like have a little radar ping when you get close, and he'll like beep 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 beep, and boom, there, it's right there. So if you ever lost, you don't need to Google anything. The game is Not gonna like... Nope, you have to find it. No, it will help you find it. At the expense of 200 coins, which you come across a lot of coins on here, so it's really not a problem. Also, in some worlds, there are going to be letters, like this, the PlayStation symbols, like square, triangle, circle, and uh-oh, controversial X. It's the cross button. Yeah, whatever. But in World 2 and 3, World 2 you'll find like a triangle letter, and in World 3 you'll find the circle, I believe. And those will unlock 4 challenge levels each, and I'd say for the most part, this game is pretty good. You know, you're gonna die sometimes, but you have infinite lives, so it's not even a problem. And there's checkpoints everywhere. But these little challenge levels, they are pretty good challenge. I mean, they're not like hard, but it's harder than the normal levels. It's very fun, very frantic, lots of stuff going on. And I don't believe there's checkpoints in those, so if you're looking for more of a challenge, go play those ones. A lot of the bots you rescue are going to be PlayStation cameos. Some of them are going to be just ordinary bots, and a good majority of them are PlayStation cameos. So you got characters like Leon and Claire from Resident Evil 2, Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter, Joker from Persona. You got Snake from Metal Gear Solid. A lot of characters, a lot of cameos, Spyro and Crash. So it's really cool. It's just a lot about PlayStation history. I'm not like the biggest, you know, PlayStation like history person, but it's cool seeing the characters are recognized. And you can interact with them in the crash site. The crash site is like the main hub world, and that's where all the bots you rescue will go. And you can see them like rebuilding the spaceship and just working on it. When you get puzzle pieces on here, they will open up places in the hub world, which is called the crash site. So you unlock the gacha machine, just like Astro's Playroom. You can like spin it and pull the lever. You can get costumes. You can get items for the cameo characters you unlocked or saved. The PlayStation people you save. So like they'll have like an icon by their head and they'll be like, oh, I gotta get that from the gacha machine. And for example, like Leon, he'll just be standing in the hub world, but if you get his like item, he'll be like next to it and it's like a statue head or something. So each character PlayStation Cameo has their own item you can get from the gacha machine. I believe there's 165 items, but like I said, there's plentiful amounts in the game, so it's not really a problem. But the puzzle pieces will also open up this glider thing where you can like recolor your PS5 glider controller that you fly in through on levels. I just kept it the base color because I like that controller. But they will open up like an animal safari where you can just like go hang out with like robot animals and take snapshots. You can change your own outfit as well. So the puzzle pieces, they're not just like, oh, whatever. They unlock stuff in the hub world. So go find them. And if you can't, you know, maybe just fork over some coin for that bird, right? The boss fights in this game are super fun. Once you get to the end of the world, in each world, you'll need a certain amount of bots rescued, and that will open up the boss fight of that world. The boss fights, they're not super hard, but if you're not paying attention, you will get hit. But it's a good, fair fight, you know, it's nothing like super hard. But yeah, lots of fun, and super creative, and there's always like a twist at the end of them. Right before you finish them off, something usually happens. So much fun. But at the end of those boss fights, the main boss fight at the end of the worlds, you'll rescue a special cameo bot. And take World 1 for example, it's like some ape escape character. And in World 2, it's like the God of War, Kratos. And so like once you beat that boss of that world, you'll unlock a level where you can play as those characters. Like, you transform into a version of them as Astro Bot. So you'll get like a butterfly net, or with Kratos, you'll get his axe. And you'll get like super strength. It's just so much fun. Like, it's so creative and like epic, man. So much fun. I don't want to spoil anything else past that, but yeah, lots of fun. Using their abilities and everything. The music in this game is amazing. The first level, Sky Garden, is so catchy, so memorable. That's how you start a level off. First level in the game, leave a good impression. The level itself is a lot of fun, but the music is really, really good. And the God of War bot song, that's very, very catchy. It's so epic. So just, you just want to keep listening to it over and over. Very good soundtrack. Like, there's like 2 songs I've noticed that were reused from Astros Playroom, but they were kind of remixed, so it's not like a total reuse of it. But I believe like the ice cream level and one of the beach levels, they reused something, but it's not even a big deal, honestly. The game controls perfectly, you know. Astro Bot has all his same controls from the previous game, Astro's Playroom. You can punch, you can hover up in the air, you can do like a spin in the air. Very good controls, very tight. Everything about this game is just amazing. The levels, the colors, the graphics are amazing. So beautiful, dude. Like, probably the best graphics I've ever seen in a 3D platformer. Like, it's just so good. And the music and the gameplay, it's just so much fun. Like, this is just one of those games, like, you just want to replay every so often. Like, it's just so much fun. Like, if you're just bored one day and it's like, I'm gonna replay this. So much fun. Like, I can't describe just how much fun this game is. I have nothing bad to say about this game. I'm at World 3, and I believe there's 6 worlds, so I actually just beat World 3. So I'm at the halfway point, and I don't think my opinion's gonna change. Like, I love this game. It's so much fun. Game of the year for me, if we're not including remakes, it's Game of the Year for me. So much fun. Lots of elements of these obviously had to be inspired by the 3D Marios, but I feel like these on here are just unique in their own way. Like the inflatable thing, that kind of reminds me of like Mario Galaxy 2, when you eat like that special fruit for Yoshi, he like inflates, and that rocket chicken. Kind of reminds me of the rocket nozzle from Mario Sunshine. Lots of similarities, especially like the level hub. Kind of reminds me of Mario Galaxy, just like the layout. But this game is unique in its own way. You know, it's obviously it was inspired, but it's still like its own unique thing. Amazing game. Go play it. Like, support it so we can get more games like this. And I'll see you next time.